I'm just gonna YouTube stream up and then we'll talk through the plan for today. Come on. The YouTube updated how their UI works, and it's really it's making it even more annoying to integrate it into OBS. And I already thought that wasn't possible. Come on. I'd like to be able to see my own YouTube chat, please. FA, hello. No plan will sidetrack you. I'm here to sabotage. That's fair. Usually my mission whenever I'm in your stream. How did the final go? It went okay. I would guess I got a B or a C. No, unfortunately not, Rex. The exam is over, but I have 2 projects to finish, and they're both due tomorrow. So after tomorrow, I'll be able to play games. Yeah, so we're actually able to keep the final, strangely, like the actual test itself, because I just did my like there wasn't enough room on the sheet itself to do your work. And the first 2 questions, I think I nailed and got full credit on. The third question, which there are only 3 questions in total, was I think, kind of mean integral to give for the amount of time that we had, which was 1 hour and 50 minutes in total, but like it's 1 hour and 50 minutes to solve a PDE with Fourier transforms, Laplace's equation. There's a pretty easy integral just using Jordan's lemma and residues, which wasn't bad. But then the third question, I'll write it up on the screen in a second here. Ugh. Where's my journal plus plus? But and so a B or a C is it's good enough for the class, for at least my goals. I think I'd rather have an A, but it's only 30% of the grade, so it's not going to be like a huge hit to not do perfectly on the final. The integral that really screwed me over was integral from -1 to 1 root 1 minus x squared over 1 plus x squared. So the challenge here is there's finite bounds and there's branch cuts. Thank you, Cold Gold. And if it's exam season for you too, good luck to you too. This exam just passed, so now I'm just onto projects. Yeah, so I'm definitely passing. I looked, and the hard minimum for each class is 2.7 for a grade out of 4, which is, I think, something around a C or C+. You have to overall have an average of 3.2, but I definitely got the 2.7, and I bet I got more than the 3.2. I think. I hope I did. I really want to do, like... I don't know. I hate not getting A's in classes, I guess. Which, I mean, who likes not getting an A? They do. I don't know why. They just seem to like to be unique. They use quarters. They use numerical grades. Yeah. So this integral is a branch cut, and you have to use, we call it like a dog bone or a dumbbell contour. But that's the idea for how you would do an integral like this. Like, you're interested in getting this piece of the contour, but you need to evaluate all the other pieces too. It just takes a lot of time to do this. Easy FA. So it just takes a lot of time. I got an answer I got 2 pi for the answer. The things I actually got negative 2 pi, which is definitely wrong. It's a positive number, this integral. So I just kind of flipped the sign at the very end. But even then, 2 pi is wrong. Wolfram Alpha, I think it just does it numerically. I don't think Wolfram Alpha. Let me actually. I didn't try plugging with like the syntax that Wolfram Alpha would really want. -1 to 1. 1 minus x squared plus 1. So at least, yeah, Wolfram Alpha. Oh wait, that's they're saying that's exact, but it must be a numerical approximation. Were you able to get a better response, Zach? Let's see. Kids avert your eyes, Dawn is drawing it. Yeah, chat. Oh, Wolfram Alpha did it, the classic thing where it doesn't like the problem you gave it, so it chooses its own way easier problem. But yeah, so Wolfram Alpha can't even figure out how to do this one, I guess. Unless I'm just asking it wrong. It worked on yours? Oh, that's weird. But yeah, so this is definitely not 2 pi. It's not even pi over 2. So I don't know what the answer is supposed to be. I doubt it, because the professors never mentioned anything like this, but I kind of hope it's created on a curve, because I at least the one person who I talked to after the exam was done said that he got pi, but that like pi is all like, you can tell that pi is wrong if you have good enough intuition for how this function looks. So I don't expect that most people got that the answer to that right. Maybe there's some smarty who did in class, but this one is just, the crazy thing is that the professor said that the test was designed to be done in an hour, and just like generously we were given an hour and 50 minutes. I still can't see my YouTube chat. I forgot. Oh my god. Has anyone typed? Okay, good. I haven't missed anything in YouTube. I forgot. I was troubleshooting my YouTube chat, and then I just completely lost track of what was happening. I seriously, I can't see my YouTube chat in my OBS doc. That's so annoying. I don't know what to do about that. Oh, you know what? I guess, okay. Let me just do pop out chat. I'll just do it. Sorry, live chat is currently, am I not streaming to... No, I'm there. I don't fucking know how YouTube works, dude. Okay. Yeah, Fembox. It was yesterday afternoon. It could be pi over 3, maybe. Or, yeah, maybe. So yeah, it was 3 questions in total. Fembox, I think I expect that I did the first 2 questions perfectly. The first question was exactly the same as a homework question, and I happened to have that homework question written down on the note card we were allowed to bring into the test. The second question, the first question was solving Laplace's equation with Fourier transform and a certain boundary condition. I never checked my answer to it because I just kind of assumed that I did it right. The second question was pretty quick. It was integral minus infinity to infinity cosine 3x over x squared plus 4. You really just convert it to e to the 3ix and take the real part at the end. Yes, okay. I don't remember if I got the over... Did I get the I don't remember if I got pi... I think I got the over 2. Yeah. I think I got this right. That's good to know. So yeah, the Fourier transform one is pretty freaking time consuming. I think I spent, like, even though I knew what the answer was, it took a long time to actually write out the solution properly. So that's the Laplace equation in the upper half plane. Both x and y decay to infinity. And then we also had the initial, or not, sorry, no, the boundary condition. And so it was a bit of a pain in the ass to get the Fourier transform of this. That was really like the bulk of the time to spend, to be honest. But yeah, oh, I mean, so I think I did 2/3 of it perfect, and then I best got half credit for the third one, and so I'm guessing I got around to C. Which I'm not, like, I wish I got an A, but a C isn't bad considering it's a really difficult class. Oh, true, yeah. Laplacian phi. I'm surprised. Were you saying triangle for my benefit? If so, I appreciate it. If you said nabla, I would have eventually figured out what you meant, though. Dominate? Oh, right. Oh, no, I hate that. No, to me, this is delta, not Laplacian. Wait, you do this? No. Okay, you mean this. Hey, Boston. Okay, okay, so you were referring to this. But, like, I know people use this to mean Laplacian, and I hate it. To me, this means, like, just change in phi, like, phi final minus phi initial or something. Like, I really like this notation for how it, like, for, like, gradient, divergence, and curl, being able to use this same, like, operator in different ways. I feel like it's, even though it's not, like, perfect for what's actually happening, it's easy to remember to me. Hey, Sock, no. I saw about Vasan. I started to look at it, but I figured, if you answered it yourself, I'm not going to try that hard. I'm glad you're able to figure it out. So yeah, and then Felix, the part where this was the third question here, and that's the one where I really went astray. Because it's an integral in finite bounds, which is already really difficult, but it's finite bounds and a branch cut. And so I think I'm gonna get a decent amount of partial credit because the first part of the question is, like, not too hard to do, where just draw the contour, figure out where the branch cut is, and then you can justify that the integrals on each circle go to 0, and then the integral here is just a multiple of the integral here. So I was able to do all that part, but when it came to actually doing the contour integration is where I messed up. Thank you, Zach. I'm not happy about it, but I can accept it, I guess. No, I can't accept it. Never mind, I take that back. Nabla. No M. Nambla is something else. So if you have Nabla crossed with some vector field, I don't know what to call it. F, I guess. That's curl. You could also equivalently say curl F, just like the actual word. But I don't like this triangle. The thing I'm talking about here is the Laplacian. um, which is different from the gradient. You're saying that like, well, yeah. So like this is, I assume you mean like this notation is like a mnemonic, or I don't know. But yeah, so I know it's not like perfect for what is actually happening with the operations, but I still like it. Navicross. Oh, that's what. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the mnemonic that I mean. But I think that's also a mnemonic by your rules then. I know it's technically wrong, but I like it. You were spending time on branch cuts in summer. That yeah. Um, they are mean. I feel like it was a bit of a mean one to put on a test. Like having this and Laplace's equation on the same test when you have less than 2 hours is a tall task, I think. Um, but yeah, so like this one has a difficulty where like because this contour contains a branch cut, you can't use residue theorem on it without a lot of extra work beforehand. You have to do the thing where you flip the contour and pretend like it's actually enclosing, instead of enclosing the stuff inside the contour, it's actually enclosing the stuff outside the contour. So you need to get the residue at infinity. But then there's an issue because there's two poles at plus and minus I that you have to subtract out. And so I got mixed up somewhere in that process. And that's where I got the wrong answer. All right, see you, Lawson. Thank you for the streak. Hope you sleep well. Oh, it sounds like it's gonna be an emotional day sock now. That's a nice way to remember Coco though. But yeah, so in this complex analysis class, 70% of the grade is homework, and on all the homeworks, I got very close to perfect scores. Like I only missed a handful of points in total. So between that, like, you know, I'm gonna guess like at least 65% of my grade is there, plus another if the final game is worth 30% of my grade, and I got at least 2/3 credit, that's another 20% of my grade. So I got at least an 85%, right? That's how that math works. Actually, that's a lot better than I thought. Did I make a mistake? I hope that's an A. I'd be really happy if I got an A in this class. I guess we'll find out when the grade... When do the grades actually come out? I think, Zach? Oh, shoot. What happened to my YouTube chat? Wait, I had a pop-out chat and then it disappeared. Wait. Dude. Oh, wait. I have no clue why YouTube is being stupid. Okay. This is the grading system. They use the numbers in the middle column. But I think the letter grades are just like to translate. On the GTA system. So yeah, in order to get credit for a class towards your degree, you need at least a 2.7 grade. So that's a B minus. Well, a high B minus. And then overall in the program, you need to maintain a 3.2 GPA. No, The tests are just graded like with points. So like each homework is worth like 30 points or something. I think 60 actually, or something like that. Getting back into the... Oh, nice. Yeah, I've forgotten now, but I did learn to use an abacus. I have one somewhere behind me in my closet. They're really nice for mental math if you get good with them. I didn't get to that stage, but they build muscle memory in how you use the abacus. So even if you don't have one, you can still make the finger movements and like do math that way. Apparently, I've seen some kids that can do ridiculous mental math, just pretending to use an abacus, basically. Yes, slide rules. I never have owned one. I don't know how they actually work, but I have an engineer uncle who is all about them. Let me see. When do grades come out? Is it gonna be on the academic calendar? Yeah, like an air, like an air guitar, exactly. Grade deadlines. Grades due from faculty. First day grades. Okay. Autumn 17th. Wow, okay, that's an 8. That's a really quick turnaround. How the hell are they going to grade all this stuff so quickly? 8 days. Dora, hello. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so that wasn't the point of what I was going to talk about on stream today, but that is a nice little digression. Sorry. I'm so weirded out by I can't get my YouTube chat to work. I should... Okay, let me just pin a comment in the YouTube chat. Oh wait, what if I refresh this page? Oh, is that the issue? No? No, I don't know what the hell is happening with YouTube. I'm gonna restart. Should I restart the YouTube stream? Nah, fuck it. Wait. Chat seems to be broken. I can't check it on YouTube for some reason. Sorry. Okay. No, Zach, that complex analysis class, I want to say professor said it has like 60 students, and we apparently broke a record for... I think none of us dropped out. Like we all made it to the end of the quarter, and it's a PhD level class, but 45 of us are master's students, which was apparently also unusual. When you grade exams, you know there's a grade within 24 hours of the final. That it just seems so tedious. Like it's just so much work. So nice progress on the thesis lately. Might start testing on the real slider robot next. Hell yeah. That's awesome. So you're gonna actually get to physically test what you're doing too, Dora. I remember a bit about what you're working on, but it's been a minute. I always put off grading because I disliked it so much. Yeah, it seems like it sucks. I think that technology has stopped mental math. I think if we brought back the days of mental exercise in technology or assistive technology, we'd be in a better society. That's my hot take. Yeah, I feel like that kind of slots into the general discussion of the more technology advances, the less work people have to do for themselves. And you kind of get like complacent, or maybe I don't know, you don't really push yourself to learn as much. I can agree with that. I mean, yeah, that is the kind of thing to do for your students to grade things quickly. Table and the robot at the campus. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome, Dora. It's a we're on quarters, so complex analysis class. That's all wrapped up. Oh, I don't have. This is just Spotify playlists right now. We could do song requests again today if people want. Um. So yeah, complex analysis is that's all done. Um, I have the group project for my math biology class that I hope I don't have to do more work on it than I already have. I I'm going to stick to I feel statements here, but I feel that I'm the most engaged person on the project and that I've done a lot of the work already. So I'm going to hope that my group mates do a lot of the rest of the work. So that's due tomorrow in the afternoon, and then due tomorrow at midnight is what I'm going to work on today and what's on the screen right now, which is my project for my scientific computing class. We're going to make some visualizations for the Cahn-Hilliard equation, and we're going to have to write a report on it. You can see I'm off to a great start. Got a lot written. Complacency is a big problem, fatigue is a big problem. Yeah, I agree with that. Suck now. Remember at a class with 10 once, grade submitted within 2 hours. That was a low stress semester. That sounds, yeah, that's nice, Zach. You know, even for my complex analysis class, the TA is going to grade the finals apparently. I feel like she's going to have a lot on her plate, but hey, Slim, I'm feeling good. How about you? I made it into chapter 2 of that book, and there's already going to be some really interesting stuff for us to talk about, I think. Which we should actually nail down a date in the next few days. Oh God, I said it'd be next week. Oh my, dude, I'm gonna. Ugh. I just realized that I only have half of this week and then next week to goof off, and then I fly home for a week. And then I come back, and then I have a week to goof off. That's not as much time as I thought I would have. Yes, sounds good, Slim. Unless I forget, I'll send you a message. We said between the 14th and the 19th, I think. Maybe like sometime in the middle of next week. Lucas has a French exam tomorrow. Got to learn quite the peculiar words. Ooh, good luck. Zach, then again, I had about 40 exams. Took me nearly 24 hours since the finals. About 15 pages that you didn't write for Calc 2. Oh my God, that's a lot. No, I haven't heard much interest since. I'll put another post in my Discord once we decide on a date. Maybe I should advertise it now. Yeah, it's like literally like this second week of January, I think. There's not much. Maybe it's even the first week. It's like January 5th or something. There's a post about it on Discord. Uh, yeah, the philosophy book. If anyone wants to join me in some on a conversation on math philosophy, we're gonna both have read at least some of this book. And anyone wants to at least read some of it too can join us on Voice and talk about philosophy of math. Everyone is welcome in chat, obviously. And yeah, so far there's been some really interesting ideas here, and I'm not even that deep into it, so I'm definitely not gonna have like read the entire book by then. But we're like, it's a really dense book, and there's a lot to talk about in each chapter. So it's not really a big issue if you haven't read much, I don't think. Yeah, honestly, Slim, like we can make this even like a series. I was kind of just waiting to see like how the first one goes, but we could get a lot of like mileage out of this. Oh, thank you. Um, yeah, I have like just like a regular like the dark blue part is the actual duvet, but I haven't shown off. The blanket that's on top of the duvet I really like, and I don't think I've shown that off on stream. I'll talk about my schedule next quarter in a second. So, uh, I like the band Gojira. They're a French metal band. I've actually discovered them because I saw them live, and yeah, I don't care, Zach. Or, I get it. It's hard to remember. I've seen them live, and the drummer had this really cool design on his drums. I was like, oh, um, I want to have that design on a poster or something. So I looked at their merch store. They didn't have it on a poster, but they did have it on a blanket. So yeah, I think it's really. Oh wow, you just paid for the show and tell that I was doing for free. I mean, I feel like I can find another thing to show off at $10. It's up to you. But yeah, this is like my favorite blanket. I think the pattern is super cool. I really love merch. It like uh there's a lot of things I like to spend my money on once I get a job again, but merch is definitely one of them. Hey mouse. Thing is, there are so many questions and using each chapter that even people haven't read. Yeah, that's fair, Slim. I was thinking of like just, I've been saying that people should at least read some of the books so we don't have to spend time explaining the basics. It's not too much time, but like I can chill on that. It's not like a hard stance. Don's official cult merch. Looks comfy? Yeah, it is. The blanket is cool. All right. I guess I'll take those points. But yeah. Makes one's rain. Thank you. Really. Wait, you have merch, Slim? Do you do it through YouTube? Okay, so Zach, so my schedule for next quarter, the abacus, it's buried somewhere in my closet. I don't know where it is exactly. So I don't want to go digging through it right now. It is a really cool abacus though. I should show it sometime. Um Schedule for next quarter is so the PhD, so like there's like the three core classes. Complex analysis is the first core class that I did at the PhD level rather than the master's level. The next core class that I'm also going to do at the PhD level is advanced ordinary differential equations. I can bring in the course descriptions. To be honest, the description of the master's level one sounded more interesting, but I'm gonna do the PhD level one because I want to be an overachiever. This is a very fancy course catalog here. That's just, you know, your regular old HTML. Advanced methods for ordinary differential equations. So regular singular points, asymptotic expansions for solutions, regular and singular perturbations, asymptotic evaluations of integrals, boundary layers, WKB. I don't know what most of this is. Method of multiple scales. So yeah, they're like the master's level for it is this kind of stuff that you really like, Zach. And that I kind of wish that I would take this one instead. Dynamical systems and chaos. I'm hoping that we also talk about this stuff in the PhD level class, but I don't know. Basically a series course. Oh, cool. Yeah, FISBA's a while back posted a little like introduction to it. A PP or a bone? It's a dumbbell. Do I... Oh, the book for the class? I don't know. You have how much you haven't tried to sell it? Oh, okay, Slim. Took special topics on that stuff. Yeah, so I feel kind of weird doing that. Yeah, that's stuff that I'd love to learn more about. Dynamical systems and chaos. Anyway, I'm sure we'll also do cool stuff in the PhD level class. So I'm doing that one. And then the other two classes I'm doing, the sequel to... So this is a math bio class I'm in now. I'm going to be in the sequel to it. I don't really know what the difference is going to be. It seems like kind of basically the same thing. I guess more differential. Like this one was a lot of discrete time and like linear algebra stuff. This one, I guess maybe it's more differential equations. Okay, that's fair, Zach. Yeah, I don't know what WKB is, to be honest. See, I'm in that, and then I'm in the sequel to my scientific computing class. So this is the one I'm in right now for scientific computing. I'm going to be in the sequel, computational methods for data analysis. So I don't know, they don't have a big variety of classes they're offering next quarter. I was a little like disappointed by it, but I think I'll still be doing some cool things. Hey, look, let me see, Slim. Oh, that's cool, Slim. Also, you have long hair. I won't show it on stream, but you have a pretty cool hoodie. Obi, yeah, we're just talking about the classes that I'm gonna. Oh, really? Okay, I'll show it. Obi, yeah, we're talking about the classes that I'm gonna take next quarter. This is the ODs class that I'm gonna be taking. This is funny because I have no clue what Slim looks like. And I still don't, but I have like more of a clue now. So that's the hoodie. I think it's pretty cool. And I was seeing this bit of hair here immediately reminded me of Danny Highway because he also has the long hair. Working for Google? I don't know if I'd want to work for them. Then again, beggars can't be choosers. Oh yeah, Obi, like we can definitely talk about differential equations at some point. Like I don't know what you did when you were studying them. Um, that could be a cool idea for a collaboration though. Never took slim as a hippie. Hoodie makes me look not as slim as I really am. That's fair. Slim has secretly been Danny the whole time. That'd be a hell of a reveal. At Alta Vista or Yahoo? Oh no. Hey Central. There you go. You got blackmail now. Are you on break, Central? Oh no, wait. Your school schedule is really messed up, right? You probably are still working on classes, I bet. That's true, Zach. I remember there being a particular April Fool's stream, where both you and Danny looked a little bit different than usual. That's just what the interclass did too. Got grad class covered a few more numerical methods. Okay, fair enough. I am messed up, Central. Thank you. 20th to this. Wow, that's really short. I don't know, Zach. Oh wait, is there a bot in the Discord? Dude, when okay, yeah, there's a bot in the Discord. It's so weird where like a bot will join the Discord, say nothing, but once I hit the wave button to them, then they spam every channel with whatever it is that they're advertising. It's so weird that they wait for me to like wave. They're gone now though. And the stuff that they posted is cleared out. Okay. Oh, I would not work for X. Google maybe, X absolutely not. Fluffy, hello. It's the only stream I've worn a hoodie for. That's true, Zach. Yeah. That's probably the only stream that Danny wore a tie for. You're discrediting thinking about at least one bot in there. 522. That's one of them in right now. And it is pretty awesome. I learned almost the exact same methods as many classes as we read Lord of the Flies. Get a job there just to get fired from them. That could be fun. Just tomorrow. I'm probably gonna be working on my projects. That's when everything is due. Unfortunately, I'll be lurking on the stream, but I probably won't be able to play. Yeah, that's a thing that Discord bots do a lot. Fembox for some reason. Yeah, Mouse. That's the book that we're using. It's pretty good. So I learned about cross-correlation, autocorrelation. Nice. I interviewed at Meta for a software engineering position. It was quite unpleasant. I could imagine that being, like... I can imagine Meta being a really dystopian place to work. Try to make some problems by telling them their actions are immoral, convincing people to Jerry Maguire out of there. I feel like most people who are working there buy into whatever they're selling there. Who's with me? Me and the fish? Okay. We'll probably try to get on task now. Attempt to. Thanks for joining the Discord, Fluffy. Yeah, Zach, I used to dress like a lot closer to you. I never wore a tie, but I used to wear like collared shirts all the time. To be honest, I only wore them though because of my like lapel mic was weird. We just learned today Penn Center is called Bri Bri. Oh yeah, I've heard that. You can match Danny's Zelda skill though. You could match it, but you know, you need to spend more time. More math twitch, more better. Exactly, Floppy. Yeah. I've already seen you on people's chat, so I assume that you already are acquainted with people. But just in case there's someone on this list that you don't know of, that's the kind of list of people that I generally recommend. And it's even more streamers than just that too. But those are the ones who like stream a good bit. Yeah. And like did you guys ever do a Mario competition? Like you probably have my bet there. Okay, so considering you are later next week, that's awesome. My Nintendo is older than Don. I mean, yeah, it's like an NES or SNES or something. Yeah. Had a white Adidas hoodie. Then I got on the bus with the hood on. Oh no, Rex, that's not good. Oh yeah, you did that last year too. I remember that now. Best of luck. Get the original NES. Ooh, that's cool, mouse. Okay, so for my scientific computing class, I got to do a project. Well, I don't have to do on this in particular, but I want to do a project on the Cahn-Hilliard equation. Mostly because there's some cool visualizations that can happen with it. The Cahn-Hilliard equation is a PDE, and it can be used for a lot of things. The Wikipedia page only goes into one use for it, but I feel like this is a good starting point. It describes a process of phase separation spinodal decomposition, by which two components of binary fluid spontaneously separate and form domains pure in each component. I don't know what all that means, but basically you have two components of a fluid that can't mix with each other, and if you let time go on, they're just going to separate from each other and form domains pure in each component. And so this is a visualization of if you let it run. You start out with just like randomized data, and as time goes on, like the red areas merge with the red areas, the blue areas merge with the blue areas, and they kind of like segregate from each other with a little like boundary layer in between. Yeah, like oil and vinegar. The thing that confused me about that metaphor exactly is that they say it's two components of a single binary fluid, which I don't quite know what that means. It might be more like water and steam or something. Like it's the same thing, but two different phases. But like, I think it's like an oil and vinegar type of idea. Yeah, Flofi. So I specifically chose it because I think it'll get some cool visualizations. This one down here demonstrates Ostwald ripening. Which is something. I can tell you that much. I think maybe it's towards the end stage that it's Ostwald ripening. I don't quite know what this is though. Solid phase exists among three phases. They use that machine to dissolve plastic. Okay. But yeah, so going to the code that I've written, I have made code that will solve it with periodic boundary conditions. I want to refine this, but this is the visualization that I've made. So this is the initial condition. It doesn't like look anything like how it's going to end up, but I think that's okay. Once we let it run for a bit, it looks about right. I want to let it run for longer though. And I do want to refine the initial condition because it feels a little too extreme towards dark blue or dark red right now. And so I think my initial condition uses where is it? Oh, this is the wrong file. That's why I can't find it. It uses hyperbolic tangent. And I think I want to adjust this coefficient down to like, let's just put it at 10. And then let's run the code again and see how that changes. I think it does take like a minute or so to do this. It's maybe not the best idea to do while streaming, but we'll see how it works. Just because it uses so much of my CPU. Wait, is my YouTube stream even working? Is that why? It seems like it's working on my end, but is it not actually working? All right, good night, mouse. Sleep well. I'm trying to check my own YouTube channel while this runs. Oh my god. Is YouTube lying to me and I'm not actually live on YouTube? I think that's what's happening. I'm gonna restart the YouTube stream, I guess. Stop, start. Yeah, I think maybe that's why I haven't been able to even see my chat. I didn't think to like check my own channel like publicly. Because on my screen it looks like it's live from the creator dashboard thing that YouTube has. So code is still working anyway. I don't think that worked. Okay, let me end the actual broadcast. Oh my god, I'm seeing how my stream